All right, greetings everyone. As apparently my camera shifted because I shifted my monitor. Tonight is a mini news update. Now I know tomorrow Global will be getting its update, but since the JP news broke tonight, I figured let's talk about it. And good news, it is a nice little update for those of us who really like water and ice, and has a very irregularity for my stuff. I'm pretty sure that I can actually pronounce the two characters' names correctly, although I look forward to someone saying I'm not. So, two long-suffering camps of people recently have been Howlett fans and Leia fans, because both of those characters have, first of all, Leia, now she has been, or Deah, I should say. Damn it, I messed it up already. Or maybe you know what, forget it. It was a running joke anyway. So anyway, this is a character who has been in the story for what feels like it must be years now. I mean, she's been around for essentially ever. She's been teased, talked about, wondered, even I think originally was a dark elemental character in the story. But here she is now. She's going to be available, and a discount. How much of a discount? Oh, it's just criminal. Anyway, she is our free SSR for the month, and she is in the water class, or the water element, I should say. Her main job is the same as Valentine Miranda's, which I was actually fairly impressed with when it originally came out. Now, of course, she's not going to have a limit burst, which is always a little bit of a bummer because limit bursts are, just very, very strong. And hold on, my setup is messed up. There we go. Anyway. So next up, she will also have Operative or Spy as a sub-job, and Rune Knight. Honestly, like all three of them, things to take away from this: she is primarily magic damage focused. Not only is she magic damage focused, she does have a little bit of physical and a little bit of evasion potentially in her kit. I don't think it'll be enough because Valentine Miranda is just not an evasion unit, so I don't expect this unit to be either. I expect her to fit probably maybe even better with a certain other group of water elemental mages, maybe Miranda combined with Amnelis. She's only a 50 cost, so these units are always really great new additions to elements, especially for the limited cost events. So I'm really, really happy to say that I think that this will be quite exciting and a generally really good additional character for the water element to get. She does fit right along with the water selection quest, which is kind of interesting. Her one attack that's advertised here is a 3-turn slash attack resistance down, and 2 consecutive magic attacks on an AoE. It has pretty darn good range on it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way Deah is shaped up. I'm sure that some people are like, oh, I want her to be this. She is what she is. And I think she's going to be quite good. Taking a look at her master ability, Charm Resistance, Mental Rate Penetration of 10, Acquired AP of 30%, and Fire Killer. So quite a stacked master ability, and I think she'll be performing quite well. As a matter of fact, I hope she does insanely good, and she has a good dream enhancement ability. Either way, that's not our only character. So the second character, and I guess our White Day character, finally, Heavenly Sword Knight Howlett. For everybody out there who's been waiting and waiting and waiting for the Howlett reimagining, here he is in everything you could possibly want, because not only is he called Heavenly Howlett, I think his job translates roughly to beautiful swordsman or gorgeous swordsman. Interesting. Rune Knight as his secondary job, so he hasn't completely forgot his roots, and also Cleric as a tertiary. He is a 100 cost ice elemental unit, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, he is still going to continue on the trend as a mage elemental character. And really, I mean, just going to back out for a second here to talk about this, because Ice has a really good selection of characters, really, really good. Barris and Zoma, I think, are two really, really good characters already. Severo recently got enhanced, but he's in the water element, so what am I thinking about? But, you know, like, the the ice mage thing, it would really need, I mean, Barris is basically one of the best characters in the game, right? Velis, or I guess for my globalers. But you know what? How good could this character possibly be? Well, starting off with his Limit Burst. His Limit Burst is a massive AoE, and it is going to be a real big one. Increasing his own mental penetration rate for increasing his own mental penetration rate. It doesn't say on here that it's for a certain number of turns, so it might only be for this attack. After destroying all barriers that reduce damage, and not just physical barriers, magical barriers, all barriers are destroyed by this attack. Deals magic dependent damage to targets within range. Large. So the Limit Burst is already a pretty insane get for him. This is just looking to be an incredibly high power attack that will dish out massive amounts of damage and get rid of all barriers, meaning that he can enable physical and magical teams to deal with some of the more defensive, tanky characters. I'm curious to see whether or not he can get there. I'm already thinking of stuff we need to test for this. As for his other two abilities, well, second ability, let me just read it in my notes. After destroying barriers that reduce magic damage, deal magic-based damage large to the target and absorb part of the damage dealt. So unlike another character who came out recently, who was, you know, a mage spear dealing piercing damage, his damage never quite got across the line to be significant healing. But since Howlett is basically looking like a DPS with healing capabilities, I'm expecting this ability to be really, really damage dealing. Like high damage, it's single target too, so it gets around a lot of AoE resistance that's been floating around lately, and also just absorbing part of the HP. I mean, I'm really curious about if he has like a barrier himself in his kit or something like that. Oh wait, hold on. Or if he has re-raise, or how his full kit is going to look. But second ability here is looking incredibly strong. Last but not least, his final ability, apply an effect to allies to absorb some of the damage done as HP recovery, and also creates a barrier that reduces damage for 3 times. Looking across all of Howlett's kit, I'm already seeing a big winner here. Howlett is a story-based character and a massive favorite within a lot of the community. So to see him get this kind of love in his new version, which is basically and by the way, this is not a specific White Day character, because he actually has this artwork is featured in the story artwork. So story character basically. But a brand new job, Rune Knight still in his sub, which is a powerful damage dealer. Cleric for some utility with a massive AoE limit burst that just removes all barriers. A second ability that deals high damage that also destroys barriers, and looks to heal him, and giving healing ability to other group members is just looking to be an insane combination. As for his last little bit, 10% magic increase, as well as what looks like AoE resistance. So a potentially incredibly tough character to kill that has restorative capabilities, high damage dealing. This is going to be one really interesting week, and the vision card that will follow up with it, while I'm not going to say that I think that it's going to be a like an Esper card or anything. Ice Espers already exists, and Ice/Espers, and Good/Espers, Good Magic Espers. So there's a lot of functionality for this character. So if the VC is just another top tier Ice card, and Ice gets good VCs, and it's a permanent addition, same with this character, then fantastic. Once again, Ice is looking to expand its damage capabilities and be a real threat. Either way, I expect Howlett along with Reagan to be just a continuing Grey One thing. So this week, lots of interesting stuff. Of course, we'll have a full preview on Deah as I build her, and Howlett we will take a look at once he's out. And taking a look here, the update will be on Wednesday, so stay tuned for all the details later. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.